All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Zudlow's Kitchen. Today I am making something, I don't even know what to call it, but let's just get to cooking and I'll show you. Okay, so first off, we're going to take some yellow potatoes. Now I washed these. So what we're going to do is this is a mandolin, is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to make rings for potatoes. So I'm going to just go like this very carefully. You don't want to cut your fingers on this. If you don't have one of these, you can always use a knife and chop them. But we want like this. You want them decently thick. This only goes to a setting of 3, so this is about the thickness I can get. So we are just going to chop these. I'm using about 5 potatoes. These are pretty small, so I'm not gonna, if we need more, then that's fine, but I think we should be okay. But, oh, no, I'm not even gonna take that risk. We're gonna go ahead and just chop these like so. I like to turn the potato just to make sure everything's going, well, and it's not they're not oddly shaped, but okay. So I'm gonna get rid of those. So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in a pan. Okay, so first off, we are going to drizzle this with some olive oil, and then we are going to season our potatoes as best as we can. And I'll show you why. So we're gonna go ahead, do our normal seasonings: garlic powder, garlic salt, onion powder, paprika, and black pepper. You can use whatever kind of seasonings you want, whatever works for you. Just gonna go ahead and do that real fast. Then we're gonna go ahead and toss these, coat them in the oil. You wanna go ahead and make sure they're all coated in that seasoning. We wanna make sure that they are well seasoned, but not over seasoned. So let's go ahead and get all that nice and good, like so, as I keep dropping them. These look pretty good. They look like they're all coated in the oil and they are seasoned well. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take our pan, and I just sprayed a little bit inside. And now what we're gonna do is we are going to take our potatoes and we are going to layer them. Now, if you want a bigger pan, use a bigger pan. I don't have one, otherwise it's like a sheet pan, but I feel like this pan will do justice. But what we're gonna do is we are going to layer the potatoes in a few layers in the pan. So we're gonna have like a thick layer of potatoes, pretty much. And then I'm gonna layer them again. We're gonna use all these potatoes. And then we're gonna throw this in an oven at about 375 until they are done or close to being done. And then we're gonna add in ground beef. We're gonna cook the ground beef. We're gonna layer the top, and then we are going to add in a lot of cheese. Get that nice gooey cheese, and also some green onion. So we're just layering the bottom. It's almost like the tater tot dish that I made, where it's like a layer of tater tots, then the ground beef, the taco meat, and then cheese. That's pretty much what this is going to be, except I'm using my own potatoes because I think it'd be a lot better. And I feel like this is actually going to taste really, really good. I came up with this literally on the spot. I said, what could I do for dinner? And this came to mind. So now that we've layered pretty much all of this together, we're going to put this in our oven, and then we're going to let this cook. And in the meantime, we're going to make our ground beef and get everything else ready. So I just want to show you the potatoes. They're getting crispy, as you can see. They're not done quite, but we're gonna let them go back in the oven. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to chop up an onion. I'm gonna go ahead and just dice this up. This is gonna go in the ground beef. Come on. This onion does not want to peel well, does it? So we're just gonna go ahead, slice one through, and then Alright, we're going to set this off to the side. We're going to go ahead and chop this one. Let's see if this one's easier to peel. No. Just got to take the first layer off, I guess. Okay. Again, we're just going to go ahead, cut the lines. Cut it like that, so we could get good dice onion. There we go. And then just gonna go ahead and go like that. Good. Perfect. All right, so now I'm chopping some garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. I have two pieces here, and these are pretty big, so, whoops. And we're just gonna dice these up too. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our pan and we are going to drizzle some olive oil in this, like that. We're going to cook our onions and garlic first before we add in our meat, and then we're going to combine everything together. Okay, so we're going to add our onions in, just like this. Going to make sure we're getting every drop out, like so. Then I'm just going to add in a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and mix this up, let this cook down. Let these get translucent before we add in our garlic and then our ground beef. Okay, so I added in my garlic after that little mishap that just happened. We're going to let this cook down for about a minute before we add in our ground beef. As you can see, our potatoes are looking really good. They're almost done. And then we can assemble this meal. Alright, so I added the ground beef in, and we're going to season this with pepper, all of our fixings, our garlic powder, our onion powder, more, and our garlic salt. And then we're gonna just go ahead and just crunch this up like so. Okay, so our ground beef looks pretty good here. Yeah, it's still a little red. And as we let that cook, I'm gonna take out the potatoes and we're gonna start assembling, because it also is going to cook in the oven. First and foremost, I have some cheese here that I'm gonna just add in to the potatoes. There. Then I also have more cheese. Again, it is a Mexican blend. So just like that, that is perfect. Now we're gonna add in our ground beef, which there is the layer of ground beef. And now we're gonna add in more cheese on the top. Just like that. So now we're gonna put it back in the oven and let everything get all nice and melty. Okay, so let's grab a piece. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get this out. Oh. Come on. Oh. Oh, look at that. Does that not look delicious? Ooh, I'm excited to try this. But before we do, go ahead and add some sour cream. Just like that. All right, let's try this. A dish that looks delicious. Okay, so let's try this. So obviously some of the cheese fell off, but that's okay. Let's just admire this for a moment. If I can get the piece. Look at the cheese. Yum. All right. Ready? Oh my gosh. That is delicious. The potatoes are seasoned very nicely. The meat is good. The cheese on top is delicious. You get that nice tang from the sour cream. Oh, let's try again. Ready? Oh my gosh. This is so good. Try this recipe because you will not be disappointed. But that does it for this episode of Zalo's Kitchen. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to be the best you can be, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.